All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world, and welcome to Exposed News TV. Without wasting any more of your time, Anambra, one police officer feared dead as hoodlums attack Norby police checkpoint. This is actually happening in Anambra State, where one or more police officers have been killed in a heavy attack. Now let us give you the news in details. The news reads: hoodlums have attacked the Norby police checkpoint in Anambra State, leaving one police officer feared dead in the process. Sources said the incident took place Friday morning, August 16, 2024. It was said that the hoodlums stormed the place in two cars about 6:30 a.m. It was gathered that the hoodlums, believed to be gunmen, engaged the policemen at the checkpoint beside the Norby police headquarters located along Norby Nkpo Road in a gun battle that lasted about an hour, and in the process allegedly killed one of the police officers identified as YB, said to be the driver at the Norby police station. According to sources, the hoodlums had lodged in a house close to the checkpoint at the compound of a woman identified as Mama Amanda. It was said that they broke open a wall through which they entered the compound and forced the residents to open the gate to drive in their cars. They were also said to have collected the handset belonging to the resident and forced them into a room and warned them not to raise the alarm, failing which they would be shot. Sources who later explained that the hoodlums captured a young man said to be going on errand that Friday, adding that the hoodlums had in their possession objects said to be snipers, AKs, launchers, chains, among others. The unidentified young man told our correspondent his ordeal, and he said, "I was going on an errand that morning. They asked me where I was going to. I told them. They asked me who my parents were. I told them. One of them shouted at the one questioning me, saying, 'If he cannot say anything, fire him.' Then they dragged me into one of their cars inside the compound and continued to ask questions. They were about 10 in number. Then one of them told me that I should find my way if I heard gunshots. So as they started shooting, I laid flat on the floor of the vehicle and later crawled out to the wall. Then climbed it and jumped out of the compound," said the source. When the news platform reached the place the victim's body had been removed to the hospital, a pool of red liquid said to be blood of the victim percolated inside the gutter along the road near Umuago Primary Health Center. The police usually mount to check vehicles. Policemen were seen around the police headquarters in Norby but one of the police officers asked our correspondent to leave, saying, "We are not wanted to cluster around the place." The incident caused fear among travelers and residents, and it reduced the size of Norby market as traders from Ojoto, Alo, Uke, Indiani, among other places, ran back home to avoid being caught by stray bullets. And that is the situation report on what is happening in Biafran land. When we keep on saying that the only people that can give normalcy and can secure the lives and property of innocent Biafrans is the Biafran Liberation Army, among others. It's as if, we're talking too much. I keep on blaming the Nigerian politicians, for incidents like this. Imagine these guys having this kind of equipment. So what they do is, when politicians uses these boys, after using them to run their political dirty works, you see these guys going further with the equipment they've gotten from these politicians. You see them going after the masses and going after innocent people. And at the end, instead of the government to do the needful, they are busy blaming a group that is fighting for the freedom of their people. We have to be realistic about this. And that is just the fact about this whole thing. But meanwhile, on other issues, which we'll be showing to you later on, I posted a video of the Prime Minister who debunked a laughable propaganda about him being in Venezuela. Please enjoy this broadcast from the Prime Minister, and do not forget to make sure you share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible. Enjoy.
Decide to deal with Nigeria using some of us. We gathered people that will make it happen. And this particular movement will be moving like a rocket going to the moon, part by part. It goes to a point to dispatch, other parts will go, other parts will continue till it gets to the moon. That's exactly what we are doing now. So it is some questions are deeper than answer, and that is why we have this adage that what you don't know is bigger than you. The reason why God brought many people during this time is so that Biafra will come. And Biafra is going to come. And that's why many people who never believed in what is happening today have come to realize that indeed they have actually wasted their time. I am telling you, there are many great men who were part of them, and they are coming back today. And this shout out goes to the people in Minnesota, which I had meeting with a few days ago. They have come to join the government fully. And we welcome them, all of them from A to Z. They are great men. There are many, 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 many of them like that. And I will be looking forward to see all of them in Finland. So my brothers and sisters, those of you still watching, waiting on the fence, thinking that behind the maga and wishy. And yeah, but wish you musa tienimia. Okay, wishy by force, by fire, by force. There one.
That's all. If people start by there, please, David, don't go anywhere. I know you've got some engaging questions. Just hang in there, don't go. I will bring you up again. Umar Ado Dati, please come up and ask the Prime Minister a question, please. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, my problem is that people keep asking questions, vital questions, but the Prime Minister is not answering them head on. They ask him question about food, how the Biafran people who feed themselves. He did not answer straight. Instead, he was reaching around the bush that the food bringing from the north has too much chemicals and all these things in it, and that northerners don't eat the meat they sell to people in the east. To me, I believe that's a big lie. I am in Enugu at the moment, and I know these things.
What do you know?
Thank you.
What do you know, please?
Oh, yeah, answer now. What do you know in Enugu?
Yeah, I know about the food chain. From the animals, the meat he's condemning, the food and everything. I know everything about it.
Have you seen where your brothers are having sex with the animals?
That's another lie. I'm here to debunk.
Okay, so you said you know something about what I'm talking about. So can you tell us more about it? We want to know, because we don't know.
Yeah, the issue, how if you go to the market, is there a different seller for a northerner and a different seller for somebody that is from the east? Everybody buys from the same table. So yeah, why would somebody
I am asking you, what is it that you know that we don't know? You say that you know about what I'm talking about. So can you tell us about it?
It's just about the lies and that the food from the north is being poisoned and all. So that's what I know that is not true. Nobody is poisoning any food.
Nobody is poisoning any food. Who talk about poison?
The issue of heart problem you spoke about, the chemicals you spoke about, is that not poison?
Okay, so how exactly how did I say it?
I didn't get that.
How did I say it? You said I talk about heart problems. So can you explain what I said during the time I
You
was
said
speaking?
the main cause is the food they eat. When we all know that it comes from alcohol and other lifestyle you guys do down east.
Oh, the heart problem come from alcohol.
Yes.
Who told you that?
Who told me that? I know.
You know. Are you a doctor?
I'm not a doctor, but I know.
Do you eat nama?
Yes, I eat meat every day.
Of course, I'm not asking if you eat meat. Do you eat nama?
Nama is meat in Hausa.
It is not only meat. Nama is not the only meat we have. There are many meats. If you can eat meat, but do you eat nama? That is my question.
I am telling you what nama means in Hausa, and you are here disputing. Do you understand Hausa?
Okay. Do you eat Fulani cow?
All the cows come from Fulani, you know. So nama.
All the cow don't come from Fulani. Do you eat Fulani cow? We have Igbo cow too.
Okay, I don't know about that. All I know is the cows
So
that.
my question is, do you eat Fulani cow?
Yes, I eat it.
Of course, you know you like to say, but that is by the way. I'm not here to tell you to agree. But one, I want to tell you one thing. You see, there are some lies that many of you have told for many years, and when we allow it, it becomes it look as if it is true. You cannot say that we are relying on your food. We don't rely on your food. In Biafra land, every state have the food they specialize on. But the problem we have are the animals that they are bringing from the northern Nigeria. And we are going to eradicate that. We're going to stop. Can I talk, please? I was asking you a question and I expect you to make some explanation. You did not do that. So you said that you are concerned that I did not answer a question because they asked me about food. Because that is exactly what many of you have made people to believe, that the food that we are eating are coming from the northern Nigeria. The answer is no. The specific problem we have are the animals that you are bringing and some certain things that come from the north. And also, if you claim that you are in Enugu, I will not doubt you. You may also be in somewhere in Meduguri and tell us in Enugu, but that is not what I'm here for. What I'm here to tell you is that Biafra land, Biafra, if you are in Enugu and you are one of those bringing these chemicals for our people to eat, your days are numbered there.
Civil servant, not the trader.
Okay, you can be whatever you want to be. I'm just telling you now, if you are part of those who bring something and chemical to poison our people, your days are numbered. That's number one. Number two is that I want to tell you that Biafra land, we have more food than you can ever think of in the north. We have what we call yams. Do you provide yams in the north? Do you cultivate yams?
Yes.
Which part of the north?
Nasarawa State.
Nasarawa State. Nasarawa State, which tribe live in Nasarawa State?
There are several tribes, Egon, Hausa, Fulani, and other minor tribes.
You know that Nasarawa State doesn't have Fulani, right? Fulani is not a tribe in Nasarawa State. So why did you mention Fulani?
What tribe is the present governor?
It is not about the present governor. The Fulani that occupy police, are they the majority in Nigeria? That is exactly what I'm saying. You are mentioning Fulani. Is Fulani a tribe in Nasarawa State? The question I asked you, yes or no? You are asking about the governor.
Yes.
And that is a lie. That's a lie.
The governor is a Kanuri.
But the governor being a Kanuri man is in Nasarawa State of today. Is Fulani a tribe? You said yes. And that's a lie. And that's what you people have done by changing the demography of Nigeria. And that's exactly what we are fighting to correct. That first of all, the present structure of Nigeria can never be accepted by the indigenous people in Nigeria. You are telling me a Fulani is a tribe in Nasarawa State. Since when?
Why wouldn't your people vie for political offices and change these things politically?
Change what?
Instead of using violence.
We cannot change it politically because you have destroyed the structure from the beginning. Your people have destroyed the structure from the beginning. You hijack the military, you destroy it, you change the constitution, remove everything Christianity from the constitution, restructure Nigeria through the constitution. And today, only in Nigeria, you have what they call exclusive list. When people should be allowed to develop themselves develop their region, develop their state, develop their land. In Nigeria, with your Fulani nomadic system, they locked everything under a special constitution.
I am a student of history. The person that brought this particular system was ANAMBRA. So we were practicing regional government before them.
Why? Okay, now that's it. We brought it, and we say we don't want it, right? Are you going to?
Yes, then you follow the due process.
Are you live on the law that a dead man, brought to you after he have died?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He brought it without any war. So why wouldn't you follow the same process through the House of Representatives, Senate, and all these lower houses of assembly?
You don't have that opportunity, and the place is already bastardized by the number of the representatives you have at the National Assembly and by the terrorism you are using to force people not to talk. So anybody that raises any motion today for Biafra to come, you are going to kill the person. That is the situation we have found ourselves in Nigeria, and you cannot doubt that. You cannot dispute this. So the only way that we are going to destroy this evil entity that your people have come to build is through what we are doing today from exile, from afar. You can't even allow people to protest. In your nomadic system of government, you don't even allow democracy to strive. You don't know what is protest. Anybody come out of the street to protest, you kill them. You force them to carry arms, and then you begin to complain. That is the system that we have found ourselves. So what you are saying now is not visible and it's not possible. So we only have one solution, and that solution is what we are doing today. We have, by the way, organized a Biafra self-referendum. And so we are expecting that by the time we send this result of the referendum to the Nigeria state under Fulani watch, they are going to accept it. Because with not accepting that referendum will bring anarchy to Nigeria. A very big anarchy, more than what we have seen today. So
what will happen to us, those of us that are here in the East, and we have
you will have to go. If you are a law-abiding citizen, that you are not a terrorist and a terrorist financer, we will allow you to stay. But if you are we know our communities. We know those of you who live there. So by the time when we go to that time, we will know you. We know exactly your what you do in the community and how you live. So we know all those supporting and financing the terrorists against our people. We know them. We know them by their names and their village, wherever they are. So if you are innocent, you will be spared. But
you know them by their names.
We know everything. Don't you know that we have districts? We have 75 districts in each state. If you don't know that. So we know all of you from A to Z. And if you know that your hands are not clean, just leave. Because there will be no second chance. And we don't have prisoners. We don't have prison to keep any terrorist financiers in our land. All right, next person, please.
Thank you very much. And you can see that we've answered your questions very well. And then you can do with that. We have another person here. I deliberately brought you in. PØṭIČÊ's godson. Bring up your question. Unmute yourself.
Mazi, you're welcome. Yes, thank you. Yes, the reason why I came to this space is that I was having a discussion in my Twitter chat with some people here that are accusing this man, Simon èKPÁ. I don't know much of him. I think he's benign. I don't think he's a threat much to Nigeria. I said that Nigeria flexing muzzle on such a man, I don't see it. I don't see the purpose. When there are even worse people, I can say that are bringing a threat. This man has his own grievance, whether I agree with it or not. I'm an Igbo man. He's an Igbo man. He cannot say he's more Igbo than me. I cannot say I'm more Igbo than him. But what I want to address, and I invited them to come and listen, is I'm saying it here in his presence. I don't see him much as a threat. He is having his own agenda. If he succeeds, good luck. If he doesn't, oh well. But this is more so for the people here to listen, that you have to hear his own complaints on why he is doing the things he is doing. Okay? Listen to the man. Listen to what his own reasons on why he's pushing these things. Now, my second point here is, now that I'm talking to him and his associates, please list out the things that you have that are a grievance, and why are you abroad doing these things. Make the ultimate sacrifice, come back home. I will even, because we're fellow Igbos, I will even support you if you come back home and make this headway and make this change. Thank you for the audience. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you very much. Let me
Kachikwe.
respond to you. Can you just hold on? Let me respond to you, please.
Don't run away, just hold on.
Yeah. First of all, Nigeria is a very complex country. Number one. Number two, Nigeria is built in a very fortified foundation. Number three is Nigeria is a terrorist state that kills its own citizens. And for that, Nigeria has adopted a nomadic system of government that doesn't respect the right of people, right to freedom of speech, right to protest, right of association, right to gather and do what you need to do in democratic system. Nigeria have traded democracy to the nomadic system. So when you are sitting in Nigeria thinking that you are in democratic system, you're actually in a nomadic system of government, where everything behave like people who lives in the bush, and of course they live the bush style. So that's the reason why many of us have adopted the new method of freedom fighting from the exile. Because ndị Igbo na-atụnye enu si na anụ gbaa ajọ ọsọ eme gịnị agba ya ajọ egbe. Nigeria agbaga ajọ ọsọ. Anyị chọpụtagwara ka anyị si na-agba ya ajọ egbe ha ka anyị na-agba ya now from exile. So if you're expecting me to come from exile as a base to support Biafra, you are quite actually a very gullible person, because I am already in exile and people are listening to me and they know that what I'm doing is right. You may not agree with them, but that does not mean that the governor is not respecting the order we are giving from here. And also, I have men there who are cabinet members of the Biafra de facto government under my watch, under my leadership. Those people represent me. So I don't know why I will have somebody carrying gun in Nigeria, in Biafra land, and then your concern is for me to come. You have not finished dealing with the people that are in the Biafra Defense Forces. You are looking for me. Do deal with them. They are there voluntarily fighting for the freedom of our people. Why are you looking for me? As if I'm throwing bomb from here. People are there fighting and defending our land, making sure that our people are not getting killed like they are killing them in other part of Nigeria. And your concern is for me to come to Nigeria to do what? I choose how I fight. You don't dictate for me. And the way I fight is to fight from exile. Is that a problem? Are you going to kill our people and then come to teach me what to do? No. You have done your part. Your part is to kill my people, and my own part is to fight you the way I want. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I will fight Nigeria and finish Nigeria from exile. If no other person have done it before, I am laying the precedence. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, my Prime Minister. And I'm sure Peter Doce have something to take home. And lots of them are here, and another one here. Please grab the mic. Ozone Man, unmute yourself, please. Ozone Man, unmute yourself, please. Ozone Man, are you there? Are you ready to ask a question? Seems like he's not ready. Okay, I'll leave that. We have a Smile Africa. Smile Africa, unmute yourself, please.
Okay, thank you, PM, for this opportunity. My question goes like this. The Biafra declaration on the 2nd of December, I want to know if it's only for the Southeast or both the whole South and Southeast, because most protests are being done on Southeast. So that's my question. Thank you for the time.
There is nothing like South, and Southeast. Biafra has 40 United States of Biafra. So I want you to go and educate yourself. It is on social media. It is on Wikipedia. It is everywhere.
Yes, I know about it.
So that's exactly, so the state you see are Biafra state. You can now check which of whatever you mean by South or Southeast. We don't agree with that South or Southeast.
Because I have friends from Rivers State that ask if they are still part of the declaration on the 2nd of December.
If they found their community under the state there, then they are part of it. And let me tell you, we don't even need their vote to be able to declare Biafra and declare their state part of Biafra. They're part of Biafra, they are state part of Biafra. And like if you watched and listened to the opening remark I made on the history of Finland, not everybody, during the vote of declaration of Finland, 100% voted for the declaration, 88% voted for no. So which means they won by only 12 votes to declare Finland independent state. You understand? So we don't actually expect everybody to be part of what we're doing. We'll drag everybody to it. We have gotten 50 million votes so far in the Biafra self-referendum. And I don't think any Nigerian election have recorded such a number of votes. So, and that is to tell you that in Nigeria election, Biafra people have been protesting from 1999, because many people that are voting today have confessed that they have never participated in Nigeria election, and this is the first time they are actually voting. So they have actually protested until now. So now we have 50 and still counting, because the voting is going to end on the 28th of November. 29th of November we'll start the convention in Finland, and on the 2nd we will count the vote, release the document to the public, and go into the declaration of Biafra. And then after that, I call Nigeria Woto. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Before the next speaker goes on, let me say something. I salute all Biafrans. I salute because I think when the Prime Minister wanted to bring me down, he pressed the wrong button, and so I couldn't access from the other account again. Maybe he pressed the button of the remove from the space. So I'm back on this other end. I salute all Biafrans. The last speaker that said something, you said you want to see Prime Minister in Biafra land before you can come and start fighting for Biafra. The last time that you saw Nnamdi Kanu in Biafra land, that is how you people went to gang up with one Nigeria and then brought Nigerian Army, Navy, Air Force, and all the terrorists to come and kill him in his house because he spoke for Biafra. When you saw Sunday Igboho, when he started speaking freedom of Oduduwa, you people brought one Nigeria, all the terrorists to come and kill him in his house. The same way you people kill Sarah Wiwa, the same way you people went to kill the Shiite Muslim leader. There is nobody that you people see in the homeland that is to stand and speak to the liberation of the people that you not go and gang up to come and kill the person. So you want to see Simon Ekpa in Biafra land so that you go and bring army operation triple dance to come and dance in his house and kill him. Then later you come out here and will say, I want to see the next person to come down to Biafra land, then I'll come and join hands. You are so silly. If at your age, you don't know what freedom is all about, and you have seen that they have killed thousands and millions of people who have stood to fight and to speak for freedom in that your Nigeria, and you are still dreaming, you better wake up. All the Christian Association of Nigerian leaders and pastors and bishops that Boko Haram terrorists have beheaded and then videoed and put it on the media, they were killed in Nigeria there, in your homeland. You did not say they should bring them back to where you are first before you go and start and join with them to fight for Nigeria to be free. They did not kill them in Finland. They did not kill them in Cabo Verde. They did not kill them in Senegal. They did not kill them in Gambia. They did not kill them in Mali or Burkina Faso. They killed them in your Nigeria, then in your homeland, and then you saw as Fulani terrorists beheaded all of them, and they sent you the video. Did you stand up to go and join them to fight? Or you are waiting for Nigerian politicians to come and give you money? Like the Prime Minister said, all of you can wait from now till next year to see when he is coming to Biafra land. But go and first deal with the Biafran Defense Forces. When you finish, we will tell you where we are so that you come and start joining us. Mad people everywhere.
Thank you, able, formidable Minister of Communications. I call you the Kureku one of Biafra land. Please, Success is in the house. Success, please, you're welcome. Can you please take the mic, please, Success? Success, can you grab the mic?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, Prime Minister. Good evening, Information Minister and fellow Biafrans, wherever you are spacing. The declaration of Biafra, of course, we have no other mission other than this, to follow this up until it is practically achieved. And I want to say this to Nigerian government. The new Nigerian government and all her leaders knew that they cannot stand anybody on trial in any court in the whole world because they have stained their hands. They are known for killing activists. They killed Boko Haram leader, Mohammed, and they cannot handle Boko Haram today. They cannot stand anybody on trial in any courts around the world, any competent court, not this their terrorist court, which they cannot even proceed any trial. They will only be postponing with one excuse or the other. They cannot, since they brought Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria, he has not been judged of one particular case. Their only argument is on jurisdiction, no jurisdiction, go to Supreme Court, you return, go to High Court, they return you to appeal, go to appeal. For how many years now? Oh yeah, put this man on trial and try him on the what you're accusing him of. They are running away. And some idiot will stand and say, Simon Ekpa, come back to Nigeria. Come back and do what? To Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is in Nigeria. His defense forces are in Nigeria. His government in exile, de facto government are in Nigeria. So what can you do? His government is running smoothly, and you want him in person. You are a nincompoop. So if Nigeria wants to salvage her image, simply they should summon up courage to use their Attorney General of the Federation or whatever they call it to sue Simon Ekpa in Finland, where he lives. Let them go on there or in the court of EU. Then we know that yes, they mean business. This one they are just looking for a way to kidnap, and they know that Simon Ekpa is not the kind that they manage to kidnap. This one will be difficult for them, and this is why they are crying. Just ordinary ECOWAS meeting, they went to complain. They complained on Monday. Simon Ekpa is in your country, is destabilizing our country, and all those things. Then their media now have to reshape the lie and started lying against the ministers that came for ECOWAS stuff. Nigeria is not a sane country. Nigeria is not a country at the first place. That's why nobody is taking them serious. And our demand is simple. We are not asking you to conduct referendum. Referendum is already conducted. You must recognize it. You must recognize the referendum that over 50 million Biafrans has voted for. And you must free Nnamdi Kanu. Leave the rest for us. We will now decide what to do with it. But if you are still going through the back door, sending assassins, doing everything you can, bribing government officials, those who can take the bribe to bring in or bring back Simon Ekpa in a country which he does not even belong or pledge allegiance to, you are wasting your time. It cannot happen. Nnamdi Kanu's own has opened our eyes. This one can never happen. Simon Ekpa is your last bus stop. If we can keep up Baja, and you are going to face the music, September is fast approaching. So you have to do something. You're supposed to use that opportunity to solicit to the ministers of the Nordic country that came to ECOWAS that you want to establish a diplomatic way of resolving this very crisis, and which they shall be stand as a mediator. And you are just looking for a way to kidnap somebody from the back door. This is not a threat. This is not 2021. This is 2024. And our eyes are open. Everything we are doing is calculated. And by the grace of God, Chukwu carry through the covenant of Israel, back us up. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. December 2nd is sacrosanct. So those of you who are still waiting at the fence to know when it's going to be shaken up, wait till kingdom come. All we are showing is that we are going to restore Biafra. And when we restore Biafra, another new dimensional level will be taken, which many of you will now know the true image of those behind this very struggle. Thank you, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Thank you very much. Remain strong. The Lord is with you. And there's nothing any man can do. There's nothing they can do. Their propaganda didn't even last up to 2 hours. They disappeared from the space. It's not up to 2 hours, and they are ashamed of themselves. So keep the good work. God bless you, and God bless Biafra.
Thank you very much, Success. You know, when I read those nonsense, sometimes I laugh because when you know that something is about to take a new turn, you see all this kind of propaganda is coming. It is now that I will release the fire of dragon upon them. 1 month lockdown of Nigeria institution within Biafra land we will record a huge success. And of course, it will be what we're going to use to test Nigeria. And in the next few weeks, that announcement will be made. And we'll see how it goes. Not even any police, any military that wears any Nigeria uniform and carry gun in our land is a terrorist and must be treated as one, without mercy. Without mercy. They don't know what is coming. If they think that they are crazy and they know how to do violence against innocent people, we are bringing triple of whatever they can offer. Thank you.
Mazin Nandikanu said there is a method to our madness, and that they are about to see. Thank you, our Prime Minister. I think you deserve a round of applause again for All right, as we move forward, I want to bring in this very last person before David will come up with his second question. Beyond the Sparam Kingpin, I don't know, is that your name? Did I get it well? Unmute yourself and let's see what you've got. Unmute yourself, all right?
Good evening, everybody. Observing the existing people. Am I loud and clear?
You're loud and clear. Please go ahead. You have 60 seconds, please.
Greetings to the Prime Minister. My only question here is, recently I noticed that this useless governor, Hope Uzodinma, is claiming that he's the one that ordered the Igbo to stay at rest. So our PM has already said that he was going to unleash the dragon. So my question is that since they are claiming that they are the ones that ordered all Igbos to stay indoors, that we don't partake in the protests, I want this lockdown that's going to happen now to show the world that they have no power in the Southeast region again. If that can be made possible, I think that these political elites of a nonsense that they are holding now will be kept on the rest. If that will be possible, I want it to be a success, because right now I see them trying to like hijack the whole movement, coming to come and take glory after they have attacked the whole system. Then they'll come back at the end of the day and take all the glory, like they're the ones that plant everything that is moving, they are working for their people, while in turn they are the biggest enemy. So if possible, we should, focus our attentions on them, on how to bring them down, for the whole world to know that they are not even important to the people of Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are not actually worried about what they claim. That particular claim has been debunked, and it was reported widely by all their Zoom media. And so we are not actually bothered on what they say, but the reality will hit them very soon. It's not about how they say it or what they say. We know exactly what we have done, how we have conditioned their friends. And today, there is no other evidence that is going to be an overwhelming evidence like the Biafra self-referendum that have recorded 50 million. I don't think anybody can overlook that. But the days that the world will speak on it is coming. And our activities will determine how the world is going to speak about the result of our self-referendum. So I'm not worried about whatever they're claiming. Biafra people knows the truth. And so, like I said, the reality will hit them very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Thank you. Some of people, some of the names people will answer. I'll just see, I'll say, I'm the one Nigerian. I would know that they are one of us. Thank you very much, Beyond the Spiral Kingpin. Thank you. All right, and then Mazi David Nana, please come up with another question, and then we'll move up from there.
Okay, thank you, my Deputy Minister of Information. My Prime Minister, before my last question, you were born in 1985, 39 years old. You went to nursery school. I don't know. You went to primary school. You went to secondary school. You served the Nigerian government. You won laurels for Nigeria. You went abroad to study. You read law. And your law opinion is even used as a reference point. And you are a senior lawyer in your firm. You serve the Finnish army. And you are a counselor. And you are still serving. I can remember, if not 2 terms, you have contested and won, and you are still serving. If we start to put your age on the years that you have, it will take, on the years it will take us to achieve, until years it will take you to achieve this feat, your age is very small. How was this even possible, my Prime Minister, that you achieved this very bogus feat, even with the age that you have, 39 years? Are you kidding me, sir?
That is why I say that anybody talking about me and slow motion, you are making a mistake. Just check yourself what has happened within the last 2 years. Where we are today is something that takes people age, decades to achieve. It's something that people could not do in 20 years. We have done it in 2 years. You understand? And you know that when I joined this struggle, I said I will not fight this fight for more than 5 years. This is the 5th year.